Happy July, Sagittarius. This is your July 2018 reading. And I have to admit, when I first was laying down the cards, I was kind of envious. I was thinking to myself, I think I might want to be a Sagittarius this month. At any rate, alas, I deal with life on life's terms when I have to. But this is the card on the bottom of the deck, which to me has to do with kind of a one-card answer to whatever the question is of the day. Please remember that this is a generalized reading, so it may not apply for everyone. But Six of Earth has to do with a balance, kind of a give and take sense of balance in relationships and so on. It could be somebody's generous with their money. Maybe you're generous with your money towards somebody else, helping someone when needed, investment, that kind of thing. But really, we see this kind of play out too when two individuals have give and take with each other, but both are givers, both are takers. They have each other's back. Again, this is really kind of a very balanced kind of an energy. And it's really what you want to see in your ideal relationships is that kind of that give and take that people have. But the first card in the spread is the Four of Fire. In other decks, this looks like a wedding bower, basically. You've got the four posts making up the pillars, and then you've got the banner sweeping across the top of the flowers, and the people that are in basically the bridal procession clothing type stuff. You see those individuals. But the keynotes here are contentment, peace and abundance, happy home life, successful completion of a project. Fire is really the suit of our passions. It has to do with our work, but less in the grunt sense of work and more about what is it that what gives us passion? What is our meaningful contribution to life? It really has to do with that. And four, of course, being stable. You think of four legs on a table. It's a very stabilizing energy. But this is kind of that happy marriage and home life, whether you're married or not, seriously. But it does have to do with happy home life and abundance of that, having passion in your home and the like. The King of Water. This could be a Scorpio, Cancer, or what's the other one? Whatever the other water is. Coming in, and I'm drawing a blank for some odd reasons. Scorpio, Cancer, something, whatever. Okay, but the King of Water has to do with one of the water signs. This individual, trustworthy, compassionate, respected, and cultured. And the keynotes say, open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice, charity work. This is a very loving person that comes in and offers to help you with something. The benevolence that we've seen in the Six of Earth may be that somebody's coming to the rescue at a time when you are needing some financial help. Then again, maybe this could have to do with that happy home life we were talking about. This could be your husband. This could be your wife. This could be your partner. The sex is irrelevant, really. But either way, these cards are really indicating a stable home life, a stable partnership. This card here we have is a sense of unity. And unity in here, traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations, and seeking out mentors and like-minded friends. That would be what is to come. This looks kind of to me like there's the establishment of the happy, healthy home life. You, as the Sagittarius, have that loving person in your life or coming into your life, but you've built this type of relationship, and you're also going to find harmony in your environment as well. Maybe you're the couple that likes to go out and you have good, solid friends, other couples that you hang out with, or whatever the case, right? If you're a single person, you can still have that happy home life with your children, your fur babies, your roommate, whatever that situation may be, but it indicates a great deal of stability in there. And maybe this person is just coming in, maybe they're already in your life. I'm feeling like this reading has more to do with people who are already partnered. This Nine of Earth, this is the wish fulfillment card. Although this is a solitary figure, this person is having material abundance, also in the sense of a home and family life that can be material in its abundance, right? We are earth creatures, of course, and our home lives are earthly, even though there's a spiritual element to each of those. But this person found what he or she wanted in the marriage life that they wanted, and or the business life, and the home life is supportive of the person in his or her business life. So again, it's very much about having the luxuries of life and the material plane, and also having that support behind in the family. This card is also called the Temperance card in other decks. Balance in this one. The need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise, and waiting for perfect timing. The Temperance card, as it's called in the other decks, is about that divine timing and waiting for something to come in. So for some of you, if you're single, it may be the case that you're waiting for this loving being, somebody, man or woman, maybe a little bit more of a masculine energy coming in, and it may take some waiting to be able to do that. Then again, maybe if there's any difficulty that's coming up, it may be that it takes some patience to really unravel and see what's going to be in the best interest for you and your partner. This next card is the King of Fire. It is in the reverse position. With this person, sometimes this is the King of Fire is going to be like a Sagittarius. It's going to be a Leo. It could be an Aries. But this card being in the reverse position might even mean that you're kind of giving up on something. That there's some sort of a challenge that's coming in, and I do have another inverse card coming up here, but it could be that there's something going on, and maybe you're kind of on the outs with this other person, or maybe it's you put your passion into something and you're stepping back and saying that's really not what I want with that. And I'll get into this card, I think, a little bit more when I look at the bottom row in the spread. But life experience. This is about a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change, and time to spread your wings. I think the 16 is the Devil card in other decks, which cautions us against needless lessons. I don't want to say needless exactly, but lessons that are very uncomfortable that may possibly have been avoided. Unhealthy attachments, things like that. But it's definitely about a learning opportunity. It's about being able to move on from challenges and other types of events that have been in the past. And maybe we don't see this on the spread so much, given that there's all this other stuff coming into play here. But and this wish fulfillment and this happy relationship up here. But all of this was gotten because something bad had happened in the past. And it's really about finding that peace within that and finding that sense of balance, taking the time, having the patience to allow that, time in passing. I'm kind of losing the thread of what I'm saying, but keeping things in their proper perspective, keeping things in proper perspective and understanding the events of the past that led you to where you are. Sometimes it's because we've been through unbelievable suffering in our past that we actually have the opportunity to create the things in the now that we really want, like the 9 of Earth, wish fulfillment, the 4 of Fire, the happy, stable marriage and home life, the give and take in our relationship that we want. It's because we have the battle scars of the relationships that did not have all of that as qualities in it that we're able to do what we can now. This next card is the Sun card. It is in reverse, so I feel less happy about that. This still is a happiness card, however. It's to a lesser degree. But in the upright, this is the happiest card in the deck. So it could be that something may be blocking you from feeling or experiencing some level of joy. And it may be this life experience that comes in. Maybe on some level you don't feel that you deserve it. Well, if you didn't deserve it, how would you have it now, right? I mean, there's a sense where, it's not like you're being punished for something that you didn't do or punished for something that you did do, because you're having a really, really happy spread up here. So why would all these good things come to somebody who didn't deserve it? Even if we've done crummy things in our past, that doesn't mean that we can't kind of change, that we can't leave our past behavior in the past, that we can't turn a corner, turn over a new leaf and say, I'm not going to be engaged in the same things I used to in the past. And that may have been addiction or unhealthy processes. But don't allow that to cloud your today. Don't allow that to cloud that. In here we talk about the need for balance and moderation in things, cooperation and compromise. So again, if there's any kind of an issue that needs resolution, be patient with that. Be patient with that. Listen to the other person's point of view. Check any ego baggage. This card can have to do with ego as well. Sometimes we get in our own way and we kind of dim our stars a little bit here. So we want to be careful not to engage in that. This last card here is about defending your beliefs and decisions, standing your ground, and choosing your battles wisely. So again, there's a sense of wisdom that comes with this card. What is it that you value? What is the most important thing to you? You may need to fight for that, but be careful that you're not just having petty squabbles for nothing in a situation. This may be the case where something from your past is coming back to you to haunt you, because again, this is that King of Fire in reversed. Now, you used to be this way, right? You're the Sagittarius. This could be, of course, Sagittarius or Libra as well. I'm sorry, Sagittarius or Leo or Aries. But this person in the reverse here, is it the case that there's another fire sign in your life, or it could be yourself, and that you're becoming stubborn and that it's clouding you up? Sometimes we have to give a little bit to get a little bit. We have to always maintain that sense of a balance in here and say, part of compromise is I don't get all of what I want, but neither do you. We each can get some of what we want, though, if we slow down and carefully listen to one another, respectfully. Maybe we can make that happen. But this is a really fantastic reading. I kind of wish it were mine, but it's not. But, the overall sense of it is things are going very, very well. But don't let things from your past, concerns, or even just habits, unhealthy habits that we may have, cloud your beautiful day or send you into needless squabbles with the people that you care the most about, who really, really are there for you and who really, really love you and want the best for you. Be very careful that you're not getting caught up in some petty squabbles. But by all means, if there's something that's important to do, when it is important, when it does violate your values or your sense of safety or stability or compromise the future of your relationship or your house or your material possessions, because let's face it, we need food and a roof, then you do have to defend yourself, and take action accordingly. So, but always take that deep breath, step back, give yourself some time, make an appointment to return to the situation and negotiate it later on when you're coming from a calmer, more clear mindset, when you can articulate your views. We don't want to allow our famous tempers, and fire signs can get very fired up, and we don't want to let our tempers get the best of us either when we're having to be making uncomfortable assertions to other people. But I love you dearly, Sagittarius, and you have a wonderful month of July, and I will see you again in August. Take care. Bye now.